and focus on pushing shit forward. The absolute biggest killer for me for inspiration or for good ideas or for finishing ideas is whenever I'm overworked. Think about things that you personally are obsessed with or you personally have thought about for a long time, or what you have to say to the world about your life or your story that might be different. Stop focusing on everybody else.
Like, I'm never sitting here like, oh yeah, it's not mixed yet. Oh yeah, this shit's a... You should be proud of your music. And if you're not proud of your music, and if you're not proud of your product and not proud of what you're doing, you're probably not putting enough hours in.
The absolute biggest killer for me for inspiration or for good ideas or for finishing ideas is whenever I'm overworked. The best way to work is to make the best things you can with your time. And if you have enough time to fill with multiple sessions, 12-hour days, 14-hour days, whatever, and you're starting to feel exhausted and it feels like a chore to keep going on your music or to open up a new session or to play an instrument, it should never feel like a chore. Every moment of making music is not always inspired. Every moment that you're making beats doesn't always feel like you're on to something crazy and it's going to be, you know what I mean, the greatest thing you've ever done. Sometimes you're sitting there and you're not sure, and then you turn a corner, you change one sound, you do something by mistake, all of a sudden things get really good. Things get worth it. But to be honest, burning yourself out is a really fast way to make a bunch of terrible stuff. Even though you're working every day, you're not getting anywhere. You start to lose the ability to make creative decisions. That's the first thing that goes. You got to make sure you're using your time smart. And this is something I struggle with. When you're doing way too much stuff, you're not making your best stuff. And it's a problem. Whenever you start doing quantity over quality, you start to realize that.
I've been doing so many fucking hours in the studio for so long that my health was going crazy. I was fucking not feeling good. I was feeling real tired. Low key, going to the gym, I could work longer. I got more energy all day. Swear to God. Friends and a lot of big artists who I really respect a lot had to say shit to me about like, yo, get the fuck out of the studio once in a while. But this isn't shit I talk about because this isn't advice most people need. Very few people that I talk to need the advice of get out of the studio. Y'all need to get way more in the fucking studio. You should be proud of your music. And if you're not proud of your music, and if you're not proud of your product and not proud of what you're doing, you're probably not putting enough hours in. I highly doubt that you're putting 14 hours in every single day at something and you're not getting better at it. It's the 10,000 hours rule. You put 10,000 hours into anything, you're going to get good at it. If you don't feel like you're good yet, put more fucking time in.
All those hours my dad spent doing the thing he loved, it always gave me this bar for how bad do I want something. I still kind of think about that to this day of just what's the difference between when I work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and when I go 14 hours a day for a month. And that's from 25 to 30, when I really started gunning it and I really started shooting 1,000 shots a day, my career went completely different.
If this advice isn't for people who nail it every time. I don't nail it every time. I like to sit here for a couple days alone, get my shit together, and go play people my favorite shit. But trust me, I'm very proud of all my music. If you're not proud of your music, fucking work harder.